Hey buddies, welcome to Amass Games. My name is Simon, and today I'm going to show you how to set up, play, and review another solo playthrough for the game Dice Flick. Now, you might have already seen the video that I've already produced, which is basically how to play it. That was me unboxing it, doing a preview teaser thing, and also reading through the rules, which as you can see are quite thin and easy to do. I've already stuck on those stickers as well. And these are not diving boards, these are flicking platforms. You play the game over 10 rounds and you put your names here. I've done that already. So I'll put Amass Games in for today. So whilst I'm doing that, please ensure you hit the like button. Show me that you're enjoying the content. Subscribe already if you haven't already as well, to show me that you're enjoying what you're seeing. You'll find a pencil in here as well, but I'm just going to use the pen. You've got this area around here. You're trying to get the best score possible. You're playing against your opponents, and it's it's a 2 to 4 player game, but as you can see, I'm going to be quite interested to see how I play this solo because I actually lost this playing this as a 3. So let's see if I can even beat my personal best as well. So as I said, you're drawing some dice. You're going to be drawing dice from the bag, and there are different colours in here. And the colours will respond to what's on here basically. So you have green, blue, yellow. There's some white dice as well, and there's some pink dice, which we'll get onto. Okay, so you're going to be flicking these dice. You're trying to get them next to these other spaces. And once there's 3, including these stickered ones, you'll be scoring. So I'm going to now move this here and now try and flick it into this area. Now I could do it here. In fact, you can always turn the box or sit somewhere else. And I want to try and flick it here. Now you can have 2 practice attempts. Let's try 2 practice attempts now. Okay, that kind of worked and that's a good number. Let's try it again. Oh wow, even better. Okay, let's stick to that then. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm happy with the 6. It didn't land kind of where I wanted to because diagonally doesn't work. Okay, very happy. This is starting off very well. So what happens now is I score. So I score 6, 7, 8, 9. I write that on my score pad. So I get 9 points. I will use the pencil I came with actually. I get 9 points. These go back in the bag. Now I will talk about other bits as and when they happen, which I'm sure they will. So chop them up. Nice open handbag, or bag to draw into. And now on to round 2. And we've drawn out a 3 and a blue. So we've got white and blue. Again, rinse and repeat in this instance. So now we're going to try and get that blue. No more practices anymore. I am so happy. This is going very well. But now, we're going to jump over it or try and land it here or here. I don't want to land it here because I'm covering it up. Okay, so I didn't want that to happen, but I'm going to show you what happens now. This obviously won't score me anything. And it goes straight back in the bag. And I scored nothing for that round. So you can either write blank or something, or you can just write 9. So overall, I've got a cumulative score of 9. On to the next round. And as you can see, this dice remains. So now I'm on to round 3, and I'm drawing 2 dice. Oh, here we go. So this is very good. So this is worth 6 points. And if it lands, say, here, it's going to score for an entire row or column, however you wish to define it, but only in one direction. So right now, I'd rather score it in that direction. So what do I want to roll first? I want to roll the blue, I think. And maybe land here and try and get my pink one here. But it's worth 6 points. I don't want to risk it coming off the edge. Right, let's try this corner. Too far. So I need now to get some white dice because there's only 1 more blue left. Okay, let's try and go for this then. If I can land it here, it's worth double. Okay, so I'm still happy with that. That's going to be 6 plus 6. I get 12 points there. So the total score of 21. And because I scored it, these are going to go away again. So this comes out and goes back in the bag. Shake the bag up onto round 4. My first die out is a yellow. My second die out is another yellow. So now I'm going to move it around here and hopefully, if not score this round, the next round. Now, of course, in a multiplayer game, I'm setting someone up to do really well. If this happens, again, I'm glad it's kind of coming up because I'm going to show you otherwise. You're going to just knock it. Typically, when I knock it like that, it doesn't land the way I want it to, so that's good. I'm going to try and leapfrog this one. Way too hard. It did a bit of a bounce there. As you can see, these nobbles do that. Okay, so I'm not scoring anything this round, so just keep my score at 21. On to round 5, and draw 2 more dice, a green and a yellow. Let's go for the yellow first and try and land it here. Nope, nothing there. It immediately goes back in the bag. Green, let's stick to the green and try and go here. Okay, it's there. I don't even need to turn it yet. Again, no score, does happen, but then you're trying to get a good score next time. 2 different dice, or 2 dice come out, yellow and white. Let's go towards the center again. Oh, way too hard. And kind of too hard, because that won't actually score me either. So that goes back in the bag. I still stay on 21. And it can happen. Sometimes somebody rockets into the lead. 2 dice. And then I've got another yellow and green. I have played this with a 6-year-old who again beats me. And a PhD chap who, yeah, of course, he won. So let's do the green first. So let's try and get this green here. Oh, so it's not bad. This is a doubler. So when I score it, it's going to be worth double points. I can score it straight away and get 12 points. Or I could wait. Based on what I have, I think I'll score it now because of what's here. But I'll just do this yellow one because you can knock things out. So let's try and get this yellow one next to it. Hopefully this will bounce it back. Ah, okay, so it's covered it. So that isn't good for me. So it's quite nice it's a 2 value because it's not too high. So it's like an extra few points. But if it was higher than that, I think it feels as if you're just getting something for free. So I score 12 because it's double, 13, 18. That's 18. That's a total score of 39 points. These guys all go back into the bag. And on to the next round. So again, if you want to have any comments, please check that out and add something in YouTube. Also, you can check out the description whereby you can find some more information. Now, this one over here, I haven't talked about yet, and it's because I haven't landed on it. And that relates to you can get an extra die out. So it's quite handy. I think we'll try and go for that. No, and now I don't want to do that because of the yellow. Okay, no score again. So again, I think it's showing you that this is a tricky game potentially to master. Again, sometimes you can do well. Let's see if we can get a pink die. Let's see what I grab out. We don't get a pink die. Okay, so white and green. I think I'll go for the green first because if I fail at it, I won't consider doing more green. Come on, let's get a high number. Okay, well actually that's good. It's worth 10 points. So of course you never know what die you're going to get. And now I think I'll go for this white die here. I'll score it now. I'm going to score 10 points for that. There's nothing else to score. So I get 10 points. So I get 10, I'll put that in the corner for now. Get this white die. Come on. Yes. Okay, so I draw an extra die now. And it's probably the green I just chucked in. So let's try and go for that middle number again. Oh, no. So now I score this. So because it's white, it's wild. 12, 13, 14, 15 points. So that's another 10 from earlier. That's 25 points. So that's a total of 64 points now. I've already beaten. I was on 36 points in the last game. So obviously the more you play, the better you get it. Or so it seems to be going for me. Final round, 2 dice. We need those yellows to score. That doesn't help me. So maybe I double down and hope to get that because there's nothing else apart from that that's going to score me. Let's try and go here and try and get a white die. Oh my goodness, it worked. So let's draw a white die, hopefully. It isn't, it's a blue. Well, that doesn't help me. So now we're just going to have to try and go over here and try and get some more points. Okay, I need to go next to it. I could go here. Oh, I did score 6. So I get 70 points. Well, I still didn't do well as last game. Actually, no, they got 68 points, I think, in the last game. So I did get higher. So maybe playing it solo, of course, you're not then nicking somebody else's dice. And that's how it works. So what do I think of the game? Well, on my first game, I gave it 4 out of 10 because I thought I'm just terrible at this. I thought I was pretty good at dice flicking games or something to that effect. But in this instance, you know, I've actually quite enjoyed it this time round. Now, you have no idea what value you're going to get. And that's the interesting thing in this compared, and some other games. It's less about being worried about the randomness of what die lands. It's the fact you just need to be aware of where you're landing it next to. And of course, as you saw, there's lots of times I was making a decision as to which of those 2 dice, typically, am I going to go for? Do I want to try and get the yellow dice so that I can try and get a set? Do I want to go for the green dice because maybe there's a green die already in play? Do I spend the green die to try and actually increase and get an extra roll somewhere? Do I try and run for the center and either make a combo or actually score double or leave it there? And of course, in a multiplayer game, if you're going to leave it there, there's a chance that, you know, depending on how you wish to play it, that will actually not score. You know, it's going to score for somebody else instead. So, and it's a bit of a risk. And of course, with more players, that's definitely going to be the case. Again, it's a game that plays inside the box. So I've played a few, as you might have seen from my other video that I mentioned, such as Hunger the Game and Skyliners, amongst other things. So yeah, that has been Dice Flick. It's exactly well defined as a name for the game. As you can see, I've left the shrink on it still. As you can see, it plays pretty quickly, and if you want to find out more, and for those who want to have their game boxes correctly orientated, let's do that as well. It's fun, it's quick, it's a filler game. There's nothing too deep in here, but there's still some decisions. Again, if you're worried about rolling and getting a 6 or something, it's just one of those things. But typically with dice rolling games, you're pretty happy, and that's kind of why they're there. It just adds that kind of bit of emotion to it. Well, thanks very much for watching, and all the best. Bye for now.